do that?
Well, Ernie, I played 20 years. I've been up here 5 years. 20 plus 5 is 25. I've never seen it done. We realize you cannot rely on jump shots, especially late in the games.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just checking to see that 20 plus 5 was actually 25. You're right. Let's go to Kevin Harlan. Kev?
Did you forget I was a doctor, Ernie?
You won't let me forget that.
Let's meet your Oklahoma City Thunder starting lineup. At center, 6'10" from Clinton Jails High School in Beaumont, Texas. Number 5, Kendrick Perkins. Starting at point. At 6'3", number 15, Reggie Jackson. From the Congo, number 9, Serge Ibaka. And at guard, 6'3" from UCLA, number 0, Russell Westbrook. At forward, 6'9" from Texas, number 35, Kevin Durant. Scott Brooks is your head.
Welcome, everyone. This is what you've been waiting for. The NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off a good outing against the Pistons. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And Kevin, I really liked how they came right at them in that game, determined to attack the hoop.
Yeah, and when that strategy didn't lead to layups, Steve, they usually wound up at the free throw line, and they shot very well when they got there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Lawson at point with Afflalo. They're the back. Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. And it's Hickson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, it had been a decade-long run for the Nuggets, but last year it ended as they missed the playoffs for the first time since 2003.
On defense, Oklahoma City. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they were pretty burned out in the overtime period.
Yeah, that's an excellent call by you, Steve. I thought there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lawson dishes to Hickson. Durant against Chandler. Here's Afflalo. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
And finished off by Westbrook. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely, those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
The shot's good from Lawson.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now here's Durant. 32 points for him last game against the Clippers. Comes up empty down low. Well, with Russell Westbrook, Clark missing time last season with his knee problems, Kevin Durant had to step up his game, both as a scorer and as a playmaker.
And Kevin, you know, he responded with a historic MVP season, a career high in scoring and assists, all while cutting his rate of turnovers and shooting with remarkable efficiency.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Durant last season with the longest streak of consecutive 30-point games in over a decade. He got to 12 in a row and only stopped his streak because they were blowing out the Nets on the road in the fourth quarter, and they decided to rest him.
And you look at the incredible numbers for Durant last season. How about this? I mean, the first player since MJ, Michael Jordan, back in '92 to average over 30 points and 5 assists. Wow. While shooting over 50% from the floor. I mean, you talk about historic seasons. That's some tall cotton to be hanging out in there.
Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Westbrook, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up. Mark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, you know, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first in Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
You know, going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other, so they're going to be good for a long time.
And here is Robinson following the three from Kevin Durant. Back to Robinson. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Foy. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. The Thunder leading by 9. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Molinari passes to Mozgov. Here's Robinson, and the layup falls. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Durant for three.
Oh, he got it! Oh, buzzer! Knock it down! Right at the horn. Oh, what a three at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note. What a big shot.
I'll say that'll put a little bounce in their step coming back.
The NBA season gains momentum. Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. NBA Hoops. Be there next Friday night.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
All right.